All right. So today I am rebuilding the worst team in the NBA currently, the Utah Jazz. Now, my research on my own channel told me that I have not touched the Jazz with a 10-foot wooden pole in about 3 years, before they even traded Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. And well, now they're technically #1 in the race for Mr. Cooper Flag. Granted, the current lottery format is so stupid that since they changed the lottery format, the worst team has never gotten the first pick. But we'll just pray. And yeah, we'll talk about the team in the offseason. We got nothing to look forward to for these last 2 games. The coachless Nuggets make the finals. I only say coachless because, well, they fired Mike Malone, and the dude who got promoted said, yeah, I'd give Jokic the clipboard a few times, but I needed to. And well, it looks like it worked. Okay, this rarely ever happens, but I'm sitting here with my jaw dropped at what I just did. You know, I come out of here in like muscle memory to the player retirements every time, and I just override most of these guys, right? You want to know whose retirement I just overrode? Steph Curry. I've never seen him try to retire first year. Also, before I do the lottery, shout out to this dude named Aiden who DM'd me and said he used this draft class that I'm using. I've even seen complaints about it in the comment section, and I complain about it in the video. Some of these draft classes at the top just make the players so insanely overratedly good. So he said this is supposed to be good, so we'll see how it looks. Anyways, it's time for the lottery. I would consider it good luck that we're 5 picks in and nothing has changed yet, but it's bound to happen. Definitely thought it was going to be the Spurs, and there it is. The Raptors jump up. The Nets and the Raptors? Wait, oh no, we're about to fall to 5. We're about to fall to 5. Pelicans go to 6. I swear to you, if Utah falls from 1 to 5, please, for the love of, oh my god, oh yeah, this might be impossible. We got the Pistons treatment. The NBA, I'm sorry, hey, I might be in the minority here. The NBA should have never should have changed the lottery, and if they wanted to make it random, they should have never made it that the first pick could fall down to 5. If anything, I disagree with the former format where you could fall down to 4. I think the lowest of the worst teams should be able to fall down to is 3, in my personal opinion. While the trade difficulty is 1 on 100, I am definitely not trying to do this realistically, and I say that because Utah does have some assets that I can maybe use to try and move up. Oh, also, by the way, 2K is trying to give OKC our pick next year. Yeah, that's not happening. I know that protection can't be right. Now, the first pick is definitely out of our bounds, and low-key all of them might be, but specifically the first pick because it's Toronto and they have a big-time payroll, so we can't trade any players into their cap space because they have none. If there's any team I think would be willing to move down a few spots, though, it'd probably be Charlotte. And there you go. This was one of the worst trades in NBA history. Jordan Clarkson, a 2nd-round pick, a 1st-round pick in 2029, Kenyon Martin Jr. and Svi Mykhailiuk or whatever the hell his name is, to move up 2 spots in the draft. You know what? I could take that. For Utah, I really do want to get one of these top 3 players, either Dylan, Ace, or Cooper. So we got one of them guaranteed at least. Now, this team still has Lauri Markkanen, who's making like $50 million a year and took a bit of a step back this year and only played in like half of the games. John Collins will probably enter free agency. I'd consider re-signing him just because I could also use him as a trade asset. But I mean, he's also an 85 overall. I wouldn't be against, I would say keeping him, but granted, I don't know how some of these ages fit our timeline for this team. I do like some of Utah's players like Isaiah Collier. He averaged 12 and 8 in 46 games as a starter. But Filipowski's turned out to be pretty good. Although their 10th pick from last year, Cody Williams, has done nothing so far. But that being said, though, none of this really affects our draft pick. 1st overall, Cooper Flag. 2nd, Brooklyn. Are they? Oh, I thought they were going to trade it. Dylan Harper. And 3rd overall, Ace Bailey. It says maybe a bit more realistically that he has all NBA ceiling, not, you know, greatest player of all time. Yeah, we're just going to go with him. Before we go any further, I want to thank you to Prize Picks for sponsoring this video. Prize Picks is the best place to play daily fantasy sports, available in over 30 states, and use the code CLIQUE. You can get $50 instantly when you play your first lineup for $5 or more. It's be 19 or older to play. Age restrictions vary from state to state, and please play responsibly. Also, a Prize Picks' Demons and Goblins feature, you can win up to 100 times your money. All right, so for today's picks, Jokic at 54.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I'm gonna go with more here. They just fired their coach too, so he might just go out there, coach, and call the play calls for himself. Christian Brown's at 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists in most of his recent games. I'll go more in this one as well. Kobe White, 31 points, rebounds, and assists against Miami. I'm gonna go with more here as well. Luka Doncic, 30.5 points against Dallas. Easy more. Easy. And Zach LaVine, 23 points. They just said that Malik Monk is out, so he might take more shots than usual. I'm gonna go with more on 23 points. So in this entry, I can earn up to 10 times my money on Prize Picks, even up to 20 times your money on any entry. So thank you to Prize Picks for sponsoring this video. Maybe just code CLIQUE and play $5 to get $50 back instantly. And now to get back into the video, #1 in every mock draft. What the hell mock draft is he looking at? Oh, great. The Wizards are offering us the following trade: Ace Bailey and a 1st-round pick from us for the next pick and Marcus Smart. Oh yeah, let's just, yeah, no. And I don't know who the hell the Hornets just selected with 5th, so good thing we weren't there. Shout out to VJ Edgecombe though. We also have the 21st, 20th, and 21st in the 2nd round, but the 21st in the 1st round. We are gonna actually make another trade. I was messing around with trades in the trade finder, and I found this. Colin Sexton, the pick that we are selecting with right now, as well as one of our second-round picks to the Portland Trailblazers for Robert Williams III and Derek Queen, the 10th overall pick in the draft. I've spread some Derek Queen propaganda on this channel, and there's probably not a better team to build around him with than the Utah Jazz, because you know, kind of need to start over a little bit. And we also get Williams, who's damn near the same overall as Colin as is. So yeah, I'll take it. Thanks. Early on, with Jordan Clarkson and Colin Sexton gone, we get rid of two guys that feel like have been on the trade block for Utah forever. Specifically Jordan Clarkson. I think I said this recently, but I saw a highlight tape of the Jazz or something of somebody from 2019, and I saw Jordan Clarkson on the Jazz, and I'm like, damn, they need to let him out of there. With our second-round pick, I'm going to take Canyon Catchings. Also says he's from BYU, so he's not coming too far to pull up to the team. Said he had all-star ceiling, so I decided to take a shot. And well, Ace Bailey's a 79. We get Queen was a 75. John Collins actually accepted his player option. That's not too surprising though, but I have seen him decline it in this game before. And the interesting part about that is that it leaves us at 15 total players already before signing anybody. And I don't like the fact that we still feel like the Utah Jazz. Now we could re-sign Collins at about 15 million a year. For his production, this is not bad at all. Okay, the time has flown. I didn't realize it's already been this many years, but Walker Kessler is also about to expire, and he wants 20 million a year, although I'm definitely going to finesse him. But yeah, he wants 20. I will say though, I'm going to go ahead and give him this now because I don't see a road where Walker Kessler is not the center for this team. So yeah, there you go. All right, so let me explain my current plan. So two players. Okay, one thing that has happened with the trading of Colin Sexton is that we basically have 2 point guards, a bunch of guards that I don't want to play, and a surplus of wings and bigs. Now the obvious trade candidates right now are Robert Williams, who I kind of just got back for the hell of it, and John Collins, because also we definitely have to start Ace Bailey. But do I start Ace Bailey as a big shooting guard, or do we move Markkanen back to power forward like he used to play? Or was Markkanen eventually hey, there's a lot to be answered here. I think a lot of this depends on how the team is going to play for me as I simulate this, right? But for the time being, we do have a lot of money to spend. Well, enough money, I should say. Now the Utah Jazz taxes hit us because by being the Utah Jazz, Quentin Grimes does not want to come here. I offered him the max money I could, about the same money as the Sixers or the Pistons offer him, two teams that he's spent time on, and he's probably just going to go back to Philly. But who is hearing me out is Cam Thomas. Now, will the Nets match this, or will they be weird and go sign Julius Randle or James Harden? Nope, we got Cam Thomas. Yep, we are about to, this is, you know what? We have an identity. We are the shot chuckers. Cam Thomas, Ace Bailey, Lauri Markkanen, just run around and shoot the damn ball. Now, in order to do this, I'm going to have to trade Johnny Juzang for a Heat lottery protected first. This is me effectively betting on the Heat's downfall. And I'm going to re-sign John Collins for the time being, only because this contract is not bad and I could just trade it anyways. So let's do it. By the way, yeah, the Nets always sign Julius Randle now. I don't know. Good for them though. Don't ask me why Brandon Miller was a free agent. My guess is as good as yours. Anyways, that concludes our 2025 free agency. We don't need anything else. I could have signed a two-way player, but I don't really care. Walker Kessler went up by 3 overalls. That surprises me even. And while I don't know, or kind of maybe know while I line up what our lineup's going to look like to start the season, yeah, I don't know. Welcome to Utah. I couldn't tell you the last time I did this. Welcome to the Summer League. Oh, we got eliminated in the first round. This is good. This team is an absolute battle for minutes right now. Well, I'm going to start Cam Thomas, Ace Bailey, Lauri Markkanen, and Walker Kessler and give them all 30 minutes, as well as John Collins with 24 off the bench. After that, I mean, George is playing 22. Collier's got 18 off the bench. Then you got Filipowski at 16, Queen, Sensabaugh, Cody Williams, and Taylor Hendricks all in the rotation. This is not going to be the rotation for the rest of the year or even close to it. I'm just trying to get a feel for what the hell some of these guys can do. Oh yeah, this is all with Robert Williams not even playing. He's just going to be a trade piece at some point in this. And he's only got 1 year left on his contract, so it's got to be soon. First game of the season against Luka. Why are we actually kind of giving them a run for their money? Well, it was a good game at least, but we got dogged by Luka and LeBron. Keontae George with 28 on 11 for 15. Ace Bailey with a solid outing in his first game, and Derek Queen with 12 and 12 minutes off the bench. Well, the first month, this slight tank is definitely succeeding as we are 3-13. Wasn't an intentional one, and if anything, this team has a handful of talent on it, but we're not winning games. 3-16 is the worst record in the league. So far, Cam Thomas is getting them shots up, so is Markkanen. He's playing well too. I don't know if he's ever going to be worth $50 million though. That's the only problem. Ace Bailey's averaging 15 and 6 boards damn near, with 3 assists on 45 from the, probably the 3 assists the most surprising part of this, on 45 from the field and 34 from 3 to start his career. And Derek Queen with 6 and 3 on oh my god, what am I saying? Pretty decent shooting. I mean, yeah, everyone's just okay. That's really it. That's kind of the, I mean, not really though, because we stink. Telling me that Cody, Hendricks, and Filipowski are all hurting the team, so that's something to keep note of. But it's not really good when none of your good players are really giving you wins either. I'm not sure if I really care, but Kyle Filipowski has also requested a trade. All right, well, we're gonna make the most out of this Robert Williams value by getting another potential trade piece for him. The Lakers are willing to pay up heavy for a center for the first time next to Luka and Bron, as they'll give me a first round pick and Rui Hachimura. So yeah, thanks. Knicks. Then I'm going to trade Rui and Terquavion Smith. Don't ask where this dude came from. To the Spurs for Harrison Barnes and a first-round pick from Atlanta as well. I actually had this exact offer on the table for Robert Williams. So this is a great way to truly get the most out of your value. Thank you very much. I'm going to keep Harrison Barnes and not play him in the name of veteran presence because you can't really get us anything back on the trade market. I guess for now, though, with that situated, we're just going to keep simulating. Is this really Walker Kessler's value? Devin Carter and nothing else? Man, is this really what it feels like to be a Jazz fan? I've stopped at the beginning of February because we've seen enough now. Things have become a lot more prevalent as time has went on. Ace Bailey's having a pretty okay rookie season. Marketing is Cam Thomas is doing what he has to do. I mean, honestly, I couldn't even imagine where we'd be without him, considering that we're already the worst team in the league. Considering that I took away most of his minutes, or at least 8 of them, John Collins is still playing pretty well, but yeah. But let's talk about the bad. Isaiah Collier is shooting 37% from the field, and at an 82 overall already, is he really going to get much better than this? I don't know. Taylor Hendricks is also shooting sub 40% from the field and 23% from 3. Granted, in like 2 minutes a game, well, 10. But honestly, I think I'm not really here to be super critical of the young players that aren't playing that well, because that's just kind of our direction right now. If anything, I think we should be maybe just a little bit better, like fighting for a play-in seed or something, especially with Cam here and obviously no injuries, healthy-ish team. But I think some of the blame has to go on marketing. He's bringing in the 6th most wins on the team, which is less than Derek Queen and Ace Bailey. Derek Queen barely even plays, and this stuff is really dependent upon how much you play. So I think at this deadline, we might as well not waste time and just start to test his value. Either that or maybe during the offseason. I'm gonna look through those during the offseason because his contract's kind of untradeable right now. When I put him in there, the only thing I'm getting back is Paul George. But for now, though, I'm moving marketing to the bench. We've seen what we needed to see. John Collins is giving me better production on way less minutes, so he's gonna get the starting spot, and I'm also giving Derek Queen a lot more minutes off the bench to see what he can do to finish out this season. I'm not trying to win more, but if we do, shoot, I'm just trying to get a blueprint. For some reason, Harrison Barnes will re-sign. You know, man, I might talk to you during the offseason. You might be our vet for life if you want to re-sign. You're not even playing. The team is getting more and more mad at me as time is going on, just because I guess we're losing. League sources reporting that Kessler would declare free agency this summer. Are they sure about that? We've beat the Thunder and the Celtics at points in this past month, but it looks like we might just have the last spot in the draft. You know, wait, why are we winning so many games? Okay, hold on. I might intentionally tank. Let's chill out. All right, I low-key tanked and it worked. We got every single loss for the rest of the season, which might have locked up the #1 pick or whatever odds, which didn't do us very well last season. Dylan Harper won Rookie of the Year, but Ace Bailey did average 16, 6, and 3, which is about on par with what Cooper did and about the same amount of minutes. Granted, Cooper is on Toronto, which has way more wing talent. I mean, we have a decent amount too, but yeah. And I guess Harper was better than them all. Oh, that is true. They did actually draft Harper, so it doesn't make that much. It's not that crazy that they let Cam Thomas go, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to rationalize things. Josh Giddey, 6th man of the year for the Pistons. It's like 3 videos in a row he's done this. We had Ace Bailey and Derek Queen as the, according to this, 3rd and 4th best rookies. I'll take it. Damn, that many rookies did not play. Hey, shout out to the realistic class, because I guess they are super low overall to where they did not hoop. And we should have finished with 19 wins, which just puts us 1 win. Thankfully, we did not win any games, because 1 win in front of the Wizards. I'll take it. And the cat, what the hell? Hey, the Nets might have had some going for them by doing what they did. First of all, shout out to Harper and Julius Randle for leading their team to the conference finals in year 1 of whatever this is. And the Spurs won the ring. I told you, look, Steph Curry, you're unable to overturn this player's decision to retire. He is done. He is sick and tired of this sport. This has got to be the greatest retirement point guard class ever. Even Kyle Lowry retired. All right, moment of truth. The #1 odds again. Who's in here? I'm pretty sure AJ DeBonsta goes to BYU, right? So we can, you know what I'm saying, negate your travel. But watch, I already know. They're going to make it another year in a row where the #1 does not get #1. All right, well, we're at #6 and nothing has changed, and this is definitely where it's going to change. Hornets, yep, they jump up. The Suns and the Hornets jump into the top 4. We are about to fall to 5 again. Here it is. #5, the Utah Jazz. Nope, it's the Hornets. Okay, we stay in the top 4. And #4, the Utah. No, okay, we stay in the top 3. You know what? This is decent. So have the Wizards. This is probably it, though. Yeah, this is it. This is, oh my God. The Knicks get the 3rd pick from the Wizards. They shouldn't have that, but we won't talk about it for now. All right, come on. Is it actually, okay, we get 2. That's okay. That's not bad. And the Suns definitely need this 1st pick just as much as we do. Not really. They don't deserve it as much because they've screwed up their own franchise where, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm going to offer the bag to Joe Mazzulla. All right. No coach wants to come here. Not even the doctor wants to come here. We're just going to get Michael Stauffer. Oh, wait, he might not accept either. Oh God. Okay. He's here. We almost didn't have enough money for him. And now we don't have any money for a team doctor, but you know what? We don't need one. There's no injuries on. Screw him. Well, they're showing us some of the overalls for these players. Oh yeah, that's right. We get Cam Boozer Boozer or AJ DeBonsta. This is perfect. This is good. The draft actually has Darren Peterson as number 2 ranked, but I think if Cam Boozer's there, well, actually, we definitely need a guard more than, well, no, we don't really need either now. I don't know. Best player available, I guess. You remember in the old 2Ks, we used to be able to consult your scouts mid-draft and like ask them what they wanted you to draft. I think I would go with that in this, just off the vibe. Since we're a struggling team ourselves, I have some sympathy for the Wizards as well. I'm trading them back their pick that they should have, but 2K's dumb. I say that because I was looking at the draft lottery and, well, trying to find destinations for Lauri Markkanen, to be honest with you. Holy hell, the Nets made it to the conference finals as the 10th seed. They weren't even just a low playoff team. They were a super play-in team. If that happened this year, that'd be insane. Well, the only team offering me anything with a semblance of sense, none of the top 10 picks when I go to Trade Finder even offer me a trade for Markkanen. They actually want guys like John Collins or Cam Thomas, but the OKC Thunder, they're willing to give me the 10th and the 14th picks for Markkanen and Atlanta's first next year. I actually am a bit hesitant to give up Atlanta's first, but they were in the playoffs this year, so that, or at least the play-in, so they should be all right, at least for one more year. But this will simply clear his money off of our books. We should have a decent amount of change, and not only that, we'll get the 10th and 14th picks. Obviously, his value has tanked greatly, so this is what it is now. And also, this is a slight sabotage to OKC as usual, because he's not very good right now, and he also makes 46 million. But they could still re-sign everybody they need to, because, you know, they could just go over the cap. So that's it. That's the end of the Markkanen era in Utah. We now have the 10th and 14th picks as well. I like it. Not bad. No, I think this season also gave us a decent distinction as to who will and who won't stay. Well, for one, a lot of them don't want to stay. Sensabaugh, Hendricks, they all, even Harrison Barnes ended up getting mad at me at the end of the day. I guess he's not coming back. This trade leaves a lot of potential for basically every position, whether backup or starter. Mostly backup though. All right, so with the first pick in the draft, the Suns select Darren Peterson. Oh, wow. So AJ DeBonsta is available at number 2. Hey man, we need franchise changers. Also, for some reason, it says he went to Auburn. I am changing that. We gotta rep Utah and get ready to play next to Ace Bailey. I guess let's do it. AJ DeBonsta, welcome to Utah again. There will be another Arenas in Orlando. So it looks like a lot of these dudes, what I saw one all-star, King Fleming, but a lot of these dudes are basically just projected as starters, good starters, or, you know, close to it maybe. I low-key pulled the trigger a little bit too fast, but I decided to go and offer the 10th and the whatever the hell 14th pick to the Magic for Elijah Arenas, and they accepted. So with our, I guess, 8th overall pick, we have selected Elijah Arenas. So that'll be, I kind of looked at all the names. Well, this is what it was. The names at the top of the board that were available were mostly bigs. And there's a few guards right around this range, like, you know, a lot of bigs and wings, but we really needed a reputable guard since, well, Collier wasn't that good last year. And also, I mean, we don't really have another one except for him, George, and Thomas. So yeah, I went and got an Arenas, and that's it. That's it for this draft. Call it a day there. They want me to decline Taylor Hendricks' contract. I'm not going to do that, but good to know though. Things they want him to be mid, or they think he'll be mid. So Keontae George is saying he'll re-sign, and he wants a bag. He wants about 26 million a year. This would start next season. Now, this is the year where we have some cap space though. And like I just mentioned, I mean, even Taylor Hendricks, who maybe we shouldn't even be keeping, 7 million, could have declined it. Could just go trade him right now for some picks. We are going to do what I said. I am trading Taylor Hendricks to the Thunder back for that Atlanta pick, as well as one more pick, a Dallas or OKC pick in 2028. And it is for a reason. 2 reasons. I said what I said about OKC being able to re-sign their guys, and they still can, but I'm trying to get grimy. I just gave him 8 million in salary. I want J-Dub. Now look, I've done some research, and J-Dub, he might just get it. Hey, match back. I'm not going to get him, right? Possibly, but I do have a second option if that's the case, and I'm going to offer him on day 1 as well. I also needed to make that trade to offer that guy as well. So, you know, it's not a lost cause. This season, you know, we were a terrible offensive team, 25th in the league, but nonetheless, not the worst. We were far and away the worst defensive team. And I mean, we're a whole, I don't even know what I would call this, but a defensive rating point, I guess just a point behind even the Wizards, who were second worst. So yeah, I mean, they do have Sarr and all that type of stuff and Koulibaly, but this is bad. This is bad. Our best perimeter defender is Cody Williams. He barely even plays. AJ DeBonsta second, and he just got on the team. So when you look at the best perimeter defenders out here, a dude who might make all defense this year is J-Dub. Obviously, he brings you a lot offensively as well. Now, the second option too, who already has an offer back from Atlanta, is Dyson Daniels. He could instantly slot in as our defensive lockdown player if I gave him the super bag, but I am much more comfortable giving the super bag to J-Dub, who gives you way more offensively, obviously. Another possibility is Jaren, although I don't know, the thought of Jaren and Walker Kessler together is kind of nasty to me, but them two with AJ DeBonsta and Ace Bailey out there just shooting the ball to their, you know, to their heart's desire could work. I mean, Jaren could score too, obviously. I don't know why I'm saying it like he's not averaging like 17 a game off that damn floater. But yeah, I was looking at some of the cheesy 2K players like Josh Giddey and giving him that money, but I realized defensively should be our focus. So I'm gonna lock it in for J-Dub, but I'm scared. I don't even think it's gonna work. It also won't let me offer him more than that for some reason. I got a great idea. I offered Dyson as well, but I'm offering Chet and J-Dub to give them an ultimatum. Will they match both of them in the same day, or will this confuse them? Damn, they matched it. Damn, they matched both. Oh my God. They didn't match Dyson though. I just thought about that, because you notice how I declined Chet's offer and they still tell me that they matched it. I declined Dyson's offer and it didn't tell me they matched his. Okay, we have got Dyson Daniels on, guess what, a 4-year $130 million deal that is also front loaded. It is a lot of bread. He is not the flex seal fix that Jalen Williams would have been, both offensively and defensively, but I'll take it. He's instantly the best overall player on the team. And low-key, I didn't even consider this, but he could just go back to the 1 and start at the 1. All right, so that is the end of our free agency. Dyson, literally every player on our team went up in overall, so that's cool. Dyson's up to an 88, Cam's an 87, Kessler's an 88, George's an 85, 85 for Bailey as well. Matter of fact, I think before this progression period, DeBonsta was like the 4th best player on the team, so a lot of guys improved well, which is good to see. I also just signed this dude Noah to a 4-year deal, found him in free agency, said he had an A- potential, and he got a little bit better. It said he was a versatile defender. You could see he has pretty good defense, so maybe that's promising for the future. It was a high 2nd round pick last year. I really wanted to keep this like realistic draft thing going, but the dude who makes those other ones, which seem pretty good, does not have any more. So I went and took the most popular ones and just lowered the potentials for now. So here's the 2027 draft, except I lowered the hell out of the potentials for literally everybody. I just kind of just took control. Well, you know, you went to the edit screen and lowered it and do nothing too meticulous. I forgot to re-sign Keontae in the offseason, and now he wants even more money because his overall went up a bit. But thankfully, I can still actually re-sign him. I thought it would have hit the deadline by now. Since I locked us in with the money already, though, with Dyson Daniels, I think I'm just going to lock this in as well. So welcome back. He's played good so far, at least. But yeah, this is actually the lineup I'm going to go with. I don't have the minutes right yet, but I am going to bench him, though, and start Dyson, Cam Thomas, AJ, Ace Bailey, and Walker Kessler. Yeah, screw it. This will be our oddly symmetrical lineup with basically 28 minutes to all the starters, 23 minutes to Collins, Queen, and George off the bench, and then 15 minutes to Filipowski and Collier. I know we have 3 bigs off the bench, but they'll figure it out. DeBonta dropped 15 in his NBA debut on Kawhi Leonard, and we won. So far, not perfect, but definitely not all bad, as we are about the 8th to 9th seed in the conference, like a month and a half in. We're in the play-in at 11 and 14. Cam is averaging 20 points, taking a hell of a lot of the shots, but we are still getting 14 and a half from Bailey and 14 from DeBonta. They're both pretty efficient. So is Cam, though. Cam is shooting 50, 40, almost 90. Dyson's at 11 and 5 a game, with also 3 turnovers, which is kind of crazy. I didn't really notice, but he kind of did this last year as well, but at least he averaged more assists. At the very least, though, so far, nobody is hurting the team, and we are actually borderline top 10 in defense in the league. That's actually our calling card so far, which is a bit surprising after last year. So Dyson has inspired one hell of a turnaround, and maybe also the lack of Markkanen. Him being replaced by DeBonsta is another defensive boost. Our offense is actually the part that's struggling. We're bottom, well, we're 24th. Collier is yet again shooting 39% from the field, though, and he is the least impactful player on the team. He doesn't play a lot, though. Shout out to the Warriors. They signed Trae Young and brought back James Wiseman. For the time being, though, we're just going to keep trudging on at least till the deadline. Hey, crazily enough, I just got offered Lauri Markkanen like on this day, January 21st. He got traded 5 days ago to the Sixers for Paul George. Just thought I'd mention that. Paul George back to the Thunder, by the way. The Warriors also fired Steve Kerr and traded, oh wait, never mind, they traded for James Wiseman. The team is super odd. Over the past 30 days, we've now moved into a top 10 offense, but a bottom 10 defense, which is random as hell. And as the deadline gets closer and closer, we're 20 and 25. The West is looking kind of mid in the play-in aspect, but this isn't super promising. But, you know, it's kind of where I wanted to get to, just not where we want to be, or where I want to get to this season. Maybe do we still kind of look like the Utah Jazz, though? Yeah, we do. All right, so today's a trade line now. I was looking at some trades, and I think the thing I want to wait for to potentially trade for another star player to complement this team would actually be waiting for Keontae George's extension to kick in this offseason for that $30 million tag, because despite his like bad advanced stats, bad stats overall, I still believe that Dyson Daniels was a good addition to this team. But George so far isn't providing much impact whatsoever. He's more of a box score type of guy, and well, he isn't really giving us much of anything. And he's getting a decent amount of minutes. He's playing 22 a game. I mean, he's playing good, but based off what I have to go off of, he's not playing the best that we can be getting for his potential price tag soon. And also, we just got to wait for time to pass as well, of course. But with that being said, Bryce Sensabaugh hates me, and it's his contract year, so he's got to go. Oh, this dude too? How about you? Oh, this guy too. All right, yeah, screw it. I'm going to trade Sensabaugh and Canyon Catchings to the Magic for Jason Johnson, who was the 14th pick in this past draft, as well as Jacob Coffey. We haven't got good offers for him, so I'm just going to take a dude who, well, for one, the $6 million contract could actually be useful to us if we make a trade, and two, could hold some future value. So yeah, screw it, I'll do it. He was just going to leave us anyways. I wasn't re-signing the guy. And I did adjust the rotation a little bit just to optimize for maybe winning, but it doesn't look like we're winning anyways, so screw it. Never mind. We're ending out the season with like a, what was that, like a 10-game win streak for a little bit there, and we might be able to avoid, it doesn't look like it, but yeah, no, never mind. We weren't going to be close to avoiding the play-in, but we did very comfortably clinch the play-in as the 8th seed. Victor wins MVP. VJ Edgecombe, I guess, who did not play in his rookie year, wins the MVP. I mean, the rookie of the year in his second year. James Harden, 6th man of the year. History repeats itself. Devin Carter, most improved. Paulo, clutch player. Jason Kidd, coach of the year for the Spurs. Dyson Daniels makes the defensive second team. Cooper Flagg, who was already at 90, made the defensive first team. And we did have AJ DeBonsta on the rookie first team. I never played Arenas this year, never really got the chance to. So our first matchup against Dallas in the play-in, we're gonna have Dyson Daniels on Kyrie and Ace Bailey on AD. We'll see how this goes. We've been on a hot streak though lately, and it might be continuing fully into this game. It is a 114, not a 114, a 14-point win. 29 from Thomas, 24 from Kessler, who, by the way, weirdly the entire season, shout out to the Hall of Fame box out beast, just has been acting like he does not want to play with the team. He's enraged. Moving on to a new team. I don't know. I mean, we might have to talk about this if he just keeps being mad for no reason, because he plays a lot and we're not that bad. Dyson Daniels, who shot 13 threes. Yeah, I guess he shot 534 threes this season. I didn't realize. I don't know what the hell that's about, but okay. I mean, just a few years ago, 24-25, which was, yeah, the year with the Hawks in real life, 923 shots, 238 threes. Why was he shooting like 70% of his shots from three this season? I don't know. He's still good, so whatever. Ace Bailey was actually 1 for 9 in this game and 1 for 6 from 3, but we still beat the hell out the Mavericks and took the win, and we are officially the 7th seed playing the Rockets. Hey, in real life, a lot of teams are acting like this team is food. Actually, they have Josh Giddey now as well. So they got Giddey, Jalen Green, Amen, and Sengun. I feel like that makes their offense even more confusing. Game 1, we are going to keep it pretty close. It looks like they might have it. Yeah, they probably do. Yeah. 5-point win. Derek Queen led us with 18 points in 18 minutes. Hey, shout out to Cody Williams, by the way. He's gotten like virtually no shot this year. I mean, look at his stats. 73-point shot. He can dunk the ball. I mean, he could defend a decent amount, but like, I don't know why. I was checking the 36 per 36 stats because I wanted to see how much Queen averaged, but it's about, I mean, it's pretty damn good, but yeah. Oh, also, here's the end of the season stats, because look at this. Cam Thomas went from, he averaged a lot more after I switched up the minutes layout. If we look before the All-Star break, he was averaging 20. After the All-Star break, he averaged 23, and he still shot about the same efficiency, if not almost better from 3. He did at least. So he ended up the season averaging 21 points. Bailey was at 17, DeBonsta 15, and so on and so forth. Basically, all I did was I cut down Collier's minutes and Filipowski a little bit, but not much. Anyways, let's continue this playoff thing. I probably should actually edit the minutes even more, but you know what? Look at this. Look at the bench mob and the team, whatever, all of us. 24 from Bailey in the win. Full team effort. Filipowski even got up 13 shots, and I don't care as long as we win. We were clamping up too. Giddey was 3 for 15. Whitmore was 6 for 16. Sengun was 3 for 10. Rui was 1 for 5. And Reed Shepherd had a few shots off the bench for him. Next game is pretty close, but we are actually fighting here near the end. Utah, we are locked in for you. 5-point win. Bailey with 25 and 10. We are up 2-1 in the series of the 7th seed. Are we about to get another one? Is the Utah resurgence here? The We Believe Jazz, damn near an 8th seed, in the actual conference standings. About to have a run like the Nets did last year. Dyson with 22 points, shoots mad threes. Like I said again, he also had 5 steals, and we are up 3-1. This would be a super blunder if we find a way to lose this, but it looks like we are in control of this series. Another win, and your Jazz are going to the second round. Now, sadly for this team, they peaked at the second round a lot during the Donovan and Rudy era, and even before that, but I feel like they just never made it past the second round really in all those other eras, or to the second round, I should say. But anyways, Cam Thomas with 23 from Bailey. You know what? Forget the history. We're also the first team to advance, I guess, just by date. I don't know, most of these series. But yeah, most of them went to at least 3-2. We're actually one of the only series that ended up, yeah, us in the Spurs series, which they're the #1 seed. And only one other upset, which was the Lakers getting upset by OKC, which is that really much of an upset? Crazy series, by the way. And second round, we are playing the Timberwolves. So obviously not changing anything. It worked this well enough for us. They lost Randall and they lost Gobert, or at least maybe he's off the bench behind Miles Turner. They also, Rob Dillingham starting now. I actually had an opportunity to trade for Rob Dillingham. Who did I trade for instead? I don't remember. Maybe I'm thinking about it. I think I was recording another video earlier that I scrapped and I saw that because I'm like, who the hell would I have traded for Rob Dillingham? Anyways. Oh, no, I'm not tripping actually. No, I'm lying. It was the Colin Sexton during the offseason. I could have traded him for Rob Dillingham. Instead, I traded him for Derek Queen. So yeah. Anyways, while I was talking, we blew a 44-18 third quarter and the Timberwolves show their playoff experience the past few years. And Anthony Edwards had 50 points. All right, let's do one thing actually. Screw it. If that's going to happen, I didn't even switch this, but screw it. Let's just go ahead and put what's his name on him. Dyson Daniels. Go ahead and guard him. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm going to do even more. Smother and deny the ball from this man. Get the ball out of his hands. That's it. That's all we have to do. Let's see how it goes this game. Second game, we are absolutely dominating so far, but can we hold on? We will. 119. Edwards was 13 for 23. Still an incredible game. Nobody else really just helped him out. Rob was 4 for 14. And Cam Thomas was 11 for 16. He definitely outplayed Ant a little bit in this game. Way less free throws and better efficiency. And Bailey also at 26. So 1-1. We have a legit shot getting to the conference finals here because it looks like on paper we're a better team than them. They just have Edwards though. And we are going to win game 3. Thomas with 30, Bailey with 29. You know, the thing with Thomas is like, this is just a great team built around him for him to just go out there and be able to chuck shots and for it to work. A lot of questions about if he could lead a team or anything like that, but shoot, you're leading us well enough currently. Let's just see if we can finish this off. All right, well, we are down by 6 with about a minute to go. So this is going to be a loss. Thomas 5 for 8, not bad. 7 for 16 from DeBonsta, 5-15 from Bailey. It looks like a rough outing from the two youngins. So game 5 tied 2-2, and we are going to win it by 8 points. Thomas with 28, Walker Kessler with 21 on 10 for 11 against the team that traded him, by the way. Speaking of that, do they still have Gobert? Yeah, there he is. 22 minutes, 0 for 0 shot attempts, 2 rebounds. 2 rebounds in 22 minutes is crazy. Miles Turner had a good game too, though. And one more game until a conference finals berth, and we are so far dominating. Can we hold on to it? Maybe not. Look at the comeback. Oh my goodness. All right, let's just jump in. We have simcasted so many games that it's time to actually watch a game. 152 to go. 114. I don't even know what this offense is going to look like. I will also acknowledge too, just because for anybody that's a 2K nerd, I noticed and like slash remembered that like when we were kind of mid during that well, just the whole season, and then I during that little after the trade deadline when we started going crazy, that was directly after as Clark takes the 3. That is off. That was directly after Coffee. Who is this playing? Is that one of the dudes that we traded for? Why is he in? I think we got a foul out and they are just scrambling to play random people. I hate when this game does this. Filipowski fouled out. Oh my goodness, never mind, forget a foul out. Ace, Bailey, AJ DeBonsta, and Filipowski fouled out. I kind of understand now. I don't know how much time it took, but they all did. 14 minutes for Filipowski, 20 minutes for DeBonsta, and 34 for Ace. That is crazy though. So we're gonna see none of our youngins, but we still get to see Cam Thomas, and between the legs to the rim, he will get fouled going tough to the rim. But yeah, by the way, that run that we had was directly after I changed the whatever it's called, like the system proficiency, I changed it to from pace and space, which I forgot that Michael Stauffer had it on. I forgot to look at any of that stuff. I changed it to balance, and I also changed some of the coaching settings to the stuff that I normally use that I forgot to touch. Anyways, we go up by 2 points. So yeah, I just thought I'd mention that because that was kind of interesting to watch. As oh my goodness, and look at Dyson Daniels with the steal thrown right to him. Matter of fact, I think Ant might be out as well as Dyson goes coast to coast. Oh my, I feel like you rarely see a coast to coast in general on 2K. Forget if it's Dyson Daniels. Somehow McDaniels is guarded by Cam Thomas right now. I don't like this, especially because it looks like they're gonna let McDaniels cook right now, and Cam is way shorter than him. McDaniels gonna go to the right. I mean, Dyson's in the danger zone right now. He could steal that ball, but no, he does not. Back out Rob, and it's gonna get blocked by Dyson. The Rob Dillingham ugly 2K jumper, but honestly, Dyson was in the proximity where he might have blocked any 2K shot right there. He was just on it. I haven't seen a player, a guard specifically, jump that quickly on a shot like that. Pass into McDaniels, guarded by Thomas. He'll have a quick clear lane to the rim, and that is good. Can I change that? Who else do we have in right now? I mean, Dante. Yeah, never mind. We're running Cam at the small forward. That's why this is happening right now. Because yeah, and oh my goodness, Cam pulls the 3. It is off. It's a quick shot. shot and not the best one. Yeah, because I like Dyson on Dillingham, though. I don't want to change that per se. And oh, there goes the foul. But I might have to, though, because the size advantage is crazy. I'm going to do that, at least for those last few possessions. And yeah, Ant's not going to scare me and sub back in, right? I know he's been out this entire time. Okay, yeah, Ant's fouled out as well. So this has been a physical game, obviously. I cannot wait for the playoffs. Oh my God. Few days left, man. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all gonna see some NBA videos from me, maybe. Like just some talking about stuff, because this is the time where it's time to lock in. And what the hell is Cam Thomas? Speaking of locking in, what the hell is he doing? Passing to McDaniels. McDaniels goes to the right, double cross, back to the left. Not a bad matchup right now with Collins. And look at Keontae on the defensive end. Oh my goodness, George all the way. He gets fouled and he'll go to the line. I'll take it. We could have had the last shot, but they did have a nice fast break and they get some free throws. And he misses the first free throw. George, what are you doing? Keontae, come on. Okay, we got one. We got one that is less than ideal, though. Thankfully, I did change that matchup. So at the very least, Dyson will be on McDaniels for this play. But as, yeah, McDaniels going to come up and get the ball. It's not Rob's time yet, I guess. I don't know. Probably will. Oh my goodness, Dyson Daniels all the way. Dyson Daniels, the inbound steal. Don't let it lurk. The Great Barrier Thief is in your area. 11 seconds to go. And we are down, or we're up by 3 points. Let me not. That is one of the craziest steals I've seen in a while, especially because it was a bounce pass and the pass in McDaniels, and he is going to hit the three in Dyson's eyes. He said, stop playing with me. Oh my God. He just wanted more adversity. What a dog. I really rock with Jaden McDaniels. There was a point I like try and stay tapped in with a little bit of like I can't watch every game. I don't try to watch every game or every team or whatever. During the regular season, I can fully admit I'm a clutch time watcher. If I see games, I got the noties on my phone. I'm gonna see if a game is close and watch it. Anyways, I'll talk about that in a second. Real quick though, Cam Thomas, the screen, he'll pull up going left, and oh my goodness, the brick of hell. But wait, John Collins the board, and he missed it. John Collins, dunk it, you dunking bastard. That's what you do. Just go up. Oh my goodness, what an insane end of regulation though. We're gonna have to watch more of this. But I was gonna say though, I remember early in the season, I was pretty sure Jaden McDaniels was not playing that well, and I was like, damn, I wanted him to lock back in like how he was in the playoffs last year, and he has been locked in most of the ever since, especially because Randall was out for a while though. Anyways, let's simcast a bit of this, but I do want to watch this has been very interesting. You know what, let's okay, a little bit more. Yeah, screw it, here we go. 1:55 to go. Utah up 3-2. And we're down 2 points right now in the game. They still got Jalen Clark in the game guarding Thomas. And Thomas is going to step back. That's a really good shot in the very close area. And George guarding Dillingham right now. Low-key, if I was... Nah, actually, this is really the only way the lineup could go right now. But oh my goodness. Pass back out Clark. And Newell gets it. Newell back out. And Dyson tried again. The tendency is crazy. He goes for every steal. They must have turned that up to 1 million. I didn't look at none of that stuff. I just really just look at shot tendencies because I know that affects the in-game stuff or not in-game, the out-of-game. Oh my goodness, here we go. And Clark for the three. That is off. We're tied. We have a chance to take the lead with 1:21 to go. We exhausted a lot of clock there. They did specifically. They didn't get a shot off for a while. And 12 seconds to go. The screen, Cam Thomas over it. Cam is going to get all the way, and he gets blocked by Turner. I don't know why he wouldn't pull up there. George, someone grab the ball, please. We're about to let Clark go coast to coast. They just kept bumping him, not getting in front of him. Thomas with the Gatorade symbol, tired as hell. Honestly, I'd be going to have fatigue on in these because they rarely ever get this tired. And Thomas will get to the rim for the finish. 51 seconds to go. He's got 16 points on 25% from the field. What the hell? But he is still going. Cam Thomas does not care. Pass into Turner. To DiVincenzo. Dante over to Clark. Where is McDaniels? Pass down to Turner again. Turner, the layup. That is off. Rebound 40. Oh, McDaniels had to have fouled out now. I didn't even realize. And Dyson's going to the rim. Back out. Thomas for the three. It is good. 3-point lead again for your Jazz. No McDaniels to hit a crazy shot this time. The foul outs are insane in every era in this game. They just always, but hey, you do have a 3-point. You have a couple of 3-point snipers out here. Although Rob's shot is slow as hell, but you got Dante, so I don't know who's going to take this shot, but I'd assume it's who I just said. Cade Cunningham, 9 threes made in the playoff game, team record. Thanks, guys. Pass into Dante, 27 seconds to go. Dante to the right. He gets stopped. He goes to the rim. The floater is off. Dante DiVincenzo tried his best, but it looks like with the odds against him for both teams, with all the foul outs and everything, I mean, Ant out. Granted, they rely on Ant a lot more than we do, our guys, or whoever you want to mention, the guys that fouled out. So, yeah. I would have loved to see Dyson against Ant though. Yeah, for sure. But but it looks like this will be it. 4-point lead with 20 seconds to go, and that should be the game. 5 now. Your Utah Jazz are moving on to the conference finals. No player with, oh my God, I just saw some. Hey, y'all see that? No player with 20 points, but also Keontae George, 16 points on 13 free throws and 1 made 3. That is insane. What a game in an odd way. Ant had 20. He fouled out in 28 minutes, and they also had McDaniels foul out and Colin Murray Boyles, who we didn't notice was gone because we just didn't. And that is a conference finals berth before either of the other teams. You know what else I thought about too during that? 2K still primarily got these nasty Jazz uniforms. It is time for the first ever mid-playoff rebrand. I am rebranding us mid-playoffs. You could say it's bad luck or something, but nonetheless, we are playing Victor, so it was bad luck that we're here and playing him. Look at that. So much better. And that logo, hey, I don't think that's an actual logo, but I know these are, I just looked it up. I think these are like their actual jerseys they're going to be using soon, or I don't know really, but anyways, they are nice though. They are nice. A lot better at least. Well, we are playing Victor Wembanyama in the Spurs, and the Castle's a 92 now. Hey, this just looks better. They got Vassell off the bench. They still have Fox. He's just oddly not at point guard because 2K made him a 2 to play next to Chris Paul. I'm not going to change it though because they're in the conference finals, so I don't want to, like, I don't know, mess up something if it's working for him. All right, well, let's see what happens. Game 1. Oh my goodness. Did the rebrand give us some sort of energy? I don't know. Maybe not enough though. Damn, it said Kessler just missed a close shot. They have the ball. Never mind. We just got the ball back with 49 seconds to go after Malachi Branham missed a shot. At least that's what it said. So let's see if they were lying. They were not. And this is our first time seeing our rookies. They are both in right now. And oh my goodness, why do they always do that? No, Victor down the lane and we foul him and he gets to the bucket. Why do we always do that? What was that pass? Do we have any semblance of a chance? I doubt it. Well, let's see what we got. Cam Thomas guarded by Castle. He'll go to the rim right at Victor and pump fake and put the shot up over Victor for the bucket. 34 seconds to go. Will we foul this early on? They will. I mean, I would imagine Castle's free throw's probably 99 because he went up by like 10 overalls. Yeah, you know, I think I could just get out of here. I think I could just stop wasting my time. We're not winning this game. 35 and 19 from Victor. 10 and 19 from Vassell, or 10 of 19. And Castle only had 7 guarded by Dyson, but hey, we were in it though. Put that in the banners. We were in a game against Victor. I feel like we should be in a different league with this dude, but yeah. And hey, shout out to this dude, Fierick. He is cooking. That's who they're starting over Fox right now, and it looks like it, shoot, maybe is the right decision. I don't know. Oh my goodness, another game, and yeah, they are dogging us. Victor fouled out and still had 26 and 10. I was gonna say this might be the time to just fully quadruple down on the exact players, but yeah, we're down 3-0. It's probably over. Yep, we are gonna get swept by the Spurs. 24 from Malachi, 26 from Ace Bailey, 25 from Thomas. It was a good attempt for sure, and you know what, it gives me a lot more confidence in like making whatever moves for the team because we could see who truly just helped the hell out of us making a deep playoff run. Look at Ace Bailey with the 20 points per game in the playoffs, 22 from Thomas. Ace got 8 boards a game as well at playing the power forward. Dyson was averaging 14 as well as almost 3 steals, 6 assists, 6 boards, and good God, Isaiah Collier 28% from the field. I just removed him on the last game, but like aside from that, he's been playing this entire time. 28% is insane. Somehow John Collins is also a negative as well, and Filipowski also shot 39% from the field. So you know, we know who led us here, and then we know who's, you know, supplementary pieces, complementary pieces, or whatever, who is possibly expendable for the right price. The right price being franchise changing assets. But yeah, you know, we lost to the champions, so we'll have to live with it. Harrison Barnes retired. So we did have a handful of firsts this year, and one of them is the projected 5th overall pick from Atlanta that we got back for Taylor Hendricks that we traded with Marketing to the Thunder. So that was a much worthy trade, and the Thunder already got 2 lottery picks and we're 3 picks in. So yeah, probably didn't deserve that pick either. I haven't been looking to see who moved up or not. So, oh wait, we just got pick 7. Just saw it. It's right there. I'll live with it. Screw it. And the Sixers get pick 1. We also have the 17th, 18th, 23rd, and 24th selections in the draft. So here's a look at the draft board. I mean, we could use the pick or we could trade the pick and get back a star. This would be one of the moments in the video where I'd maybe turn the trade difficulty down if I'm trying to get a star and it being too annoying, but play. And this would actually, this is the perfect time too, because getting to the conference finals with this team. Okay, so I'll be transparent. Not like it's obviously that's kind of the point, but Tyrese Maxey was the guy. Good God, they have Pokuševski starting at center, and I was gonna mention that why that's happening right now. Tyrese Maxey is who I was looking at. So what I did was I went to the league's advanced stats and was looking at the most valuable players in the league, and while Maxey was bringing in a lot of wins to the Sixers despite them having only 18 wins, they also traded Embiid for Zach LaVine, and they also included a second-round pick with Embiid to make this happen. So Maxey's kind of just in hell right now, and yeah, I don't know how Poku has found a spot, A, back in the league, B, starting at center. So they're the worst team in the league by far, and actually this is the first time that the first pick has actually stood with the first team, I think. Well, actually, what do I mean? I think we were the first one both of the past 2 years, and we dropped down to 2 and 5. But the second one worked out though. Maxey is an option, but now I kind of don't want to mess up the Dyson and Cam Thomas backcourt because it works so well. But we might have to though if we're trying to make it to the promised land. You know, when we saw Victor, we kind of just bowed down. Okay, so I actually, honestly, to be honest with you, I did this on 100% difficulty. Didn't even lower it. We have traded Keontae George, Jason Johnson, a 2027 first-round pick from the Heat. I think this was pick 18, and Noah Asenge for Tyrese Maxey. So the reason why I did this, as Maxey has joined the team as our best overall player, he gives us the ability to do whatever we want with the guards. Obviously, these two are, well, of course he's going to start next to Dyson, but Cam is guaranteed minutes galore. If anything, shoot, Maxey could come off the bench. I really don't. I was just trying to get better, period. And better we got. I mean, shoot, you saw what they just did in San Antonio. They had De'Aaron Fox come off the bench. Unintentionally, though. Now, honestly, the conclusion I kind of came to was that maybe we'd be best moving on from Walker Kessler since he seems to hate me. But when I looked at like some of the best, well, if you take a gander here at the top 3 centers, they're all free agents. Now, I had a thought in my head that low key, I could either let the Knicks re-sign Cat or let Cat go somewhere. I was thinking about Cat could be the option because I was looking at the advanced stats and he brought 18 wins to the Knicks last season. He averaged 25 and 13. He's still that guy. He had a low-key career year, honestly. I was thinking that would really, like, I know Cat's not a defensive player, but with just how talented our team is starting to get, especially with the rookies developing, the young dudes overall, and having Dyson out there, I think we could be okay. But honestly, I just made that trade with Keontae because like that doesn't really hinder our assets whatsoever. We still have the 7th pick, you know, you get it. But I mean, I know Cam had an incredible playoffs, but this man Maxey just averaged 28 points per game on 50, 40, 86 free throw shooting. Regardless of how we cut the rotation, we got a lot going on for us right now. Sixers take Tyron Stokes #1. This is another reason that made it even more prevalent to just, well, I mean, get Maxey out of there. I know I didn't give him a pick, but yeah. Grizzlies are going to trade pick 5 for Joel Embiid. You know, it's funny. I did think about trading for him, honestly, and they will get Taj Ariza, Kings, that is. And we have pick 7, 20 trade offers. They're probably all garbage because I'm also on insanely high difficulty. Screw it. We'll draft the top ranked Dylan Mingo. For some reason, it still says he has Hall of Fame ceiling. But yeah, I kind of just went through and lowered all their potentials as a whole. I didn't go to every single player and change their highest and low. I don't know, man. I just didn't want to have an auto generated in here either, though. But I might go back and look at it further eventually. Hartenstein for the 8th pick and Draymond. Okay. Damn, Magic going back to back trading for picks. And they have the 11th pick. Watch, they're going to trade this one. No, never mind. They really are locked in. All right, well, the 17th pick. My guy's still out here. Yup. Skirt. I'm taking Kyan Anthony. You know what? The Cavs offered me 2 first-round picks for this 23rd pick. I'll take it. I don't want the pick really anyways. And nobody offered for this next one, so I guess I'll take the highest ranked Jordan Smith Jr. Screw it. They want me to decline Cody Williams, which once again says a lot, but I'm not going to just yet. Honestly, I'll decline this dude Coffee though. Shout out to him for getting that 1 playoff minute that one time, but I don't even feel like flipping you for anything, like in terms of draft, lottery picks, whatever. I don't care. Well, one thing we did fully take ourselves out of was something like a Giannis sweepstake. We are 100 million over the cap. I know Utah is not making enough money to pay for this, but I don't care. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, we already had Dyson making 32 mil, and a lot of our rookies make a ton of money because they were picked super high. Like Ace makes 15 and DeMonsta makes 17. So it was never going to happen regardless. We would have to clear house, but it would have been a great free agency to do so. All these damn bigs out here. And you know, I might have to interest the Knicks on a sign and trade for Cat. And for this one, I low-key would turn the trade difficulty down. It's just something I have my eye on. And you know what? We have 15 players on the roster, but I'm going to use my MLE that I don't need to use to offer a little bit of money to Jakob Poeltl. Oh, wait, never mind. Wait, hold on. Let's see. Okay, I can do that. Screw it. I'm doing it for Isaiah Stewart because Jakob Poeltl didn't want to come to this team. But point being, I want to trade a center for Cat or Jokic. You know, either one works for me. I'm not picky. Now, I just wanted to make you aware of how much I can offer for Jokic that has been declined on 50% trade difficulty. Just the amount of players is, I mean, yeah, it makes sense, but it's just funny to look at because I offer this and they decline it. Oh my God. Oh my, okay. I did not think they were going to accept it. I did not think they were going to accept it. I was kind of just messing around. We just gave up Walker Kessler, John Collins, Cody Williams, Dylan Mingo, Elijah Arenas, and Isaiah Stewart. And we have received, with no pick compensation, but granted 6 players. Nikola Jokic is, for, by the way, 2 players who were in our rotation last year in the the Western Conference Finals. Elijah Arenas, that one hurt to give up, but what happened was I had those first 5 players in there and I totally forgot I didn't have Stewart in the deal, and then I re-added him because I was reworking it around. Collins, and I remembered that Collins wasn't really that good in the playoffs, so I was like, oh, let me just add him and see if it would work instead of deferring to Cat this quickly. So I reworked it around Collins and what's his name? I forgot dude's name, but yeah. Anyways, I also didn't want to trade Arenas before he hit his first ever progression period, but whatever, man. We got new young players around anyways. I just traded Mingo, who was the 7th pick, but we got Jordan Smith and Kyan Anthony. We also have 1, 2, 3. We have just 11 players on the roster now. We just did a 6-for-1, but I mean, we still have about 2 players at every position that we actually like. I wanted Arenas to get minutes this season. That's the only one that hurts. But yeah, once again, that was on 50% trade. I'm turning it back up now. Y'all know I always have to do the star trades on that because they are impossible on 100. But yeah, that was insane. We might need some new, you know what? All right, we're gonna get, oh damn, Cam Johnson. Wait, he didn't accept another offer? All right, they just told me he did. Somehow I just got Cam Johnson on a minimum, but he is 31. We're also gonna get Derek Jones, and Corey Kispert left me in the dust. But now we officially have a full 10-man rotation. I still want to trade Collier. He pissed me off. He played super trash. For our last player, at least I think our last player, I'm gonna sign Jackson Hayes to a 2-year deal because I always have kind of envisioned Derek Queen as being a power forward anyways. But yeah, once again though, I want to give a true salute. Walker Kessler, good job, man, even though you hated me. John Collins, salute. You were great for your value, but we had to do what had to be done. 4 dudes who basically never touched the court for us, and you two. Oh, Cam Thomas is ready to re-sign. He has earned every penny of this deal that I'm about to steal from him on. Collier, at the very least, he doesn't want too much money. I'm not going to do this yet, though. I'm going to entertain his trades first. Actually, I'm going to go to the progression period because I want to see if his overall goes up more, and then I could trade him for more. All right, well, Dyson's up to a 90. Jokic is still Jokic. Tyrese. DeBonce's an 86. Ace Bailey's actually, at least for the time being, stopped at an 86 overall. Cam is still doing his job or whatever. The other Cam Johnson is at least good enough to play in the rotation if we need him to. But we honestly could just run a 5-man, but I don't like that. See, that's what, okay, so Collier's overall didn't go up much. I would like to trade him for another point and a forward, maybe coupled with somebody else. I also signed Yabu Sele. Yeah, I just did one of the dumbest trades ever with the Thunder. It just looks dumb. It's actually just me finessing them a bit. We traded Isaiah Collier, Cam Johnson, Derek Jones, Isaac Okoro, who I signed just for the purpose of this trade. I went to the trade finder and looked up free agents just to sign them. we traded basically every single player we signed in Isaiah Collier to get back Kaman Maluak, who was the 7th overall pick right before damn near a few picks before Derek Queen. Also a defensive center to put next to him. We're going to be bigged out off the bench because we still have Filipowski. I might trade him too, though. I wasn't really too happy about his play last season either. And we also get Igor Demir. I'm pretty sure his name's supposed to be, I'm not gonna say pretty sure. I literally looked it up. His name's supposed to be Igor Demir. Hopefully that's, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't contain vulgar language, so I'm not sure why it's not programmed like that, but he's damn near just a big point guard. And he also went to BYU, so I had to bring him back to Utah. I didn't really want to make a trade with the Thunder, but I kind of just screwed him over, so I'm always happy to do it. Hey, shout out to Kyle Filipowski, and yes, I did sign Tyler Kolek just for this purpose again. We are trading him, Tyler Kolek, in our 1st-round pick to the Cavs for Jalen Tyson and a 1st-round pick. Tyson averaged 12 and 6 and 3 last year on 48 from the field and 43 from 3. He shoots 91 from the 3, or whatever. He has a 91 3-pointer and pretty decent defense as well. So that'll be our backup small forward or whatever. And yep, see Filipowski. So we have absolutely overturned the hell out of this team, and let's see what happens. They're definitely about to ask me to fill out the roster, and I'm going to click sign whoever you want. I don't even care at this point, or not. Maybe we had enough players. I don't know. Or maybe I just, yeah, I guess we had enough anyway. anyways, maybe they might hit us with like a restriction thing in a few weeks. So let me go look. I forget that for now. Anyways, yeah, this looks pretty good to me. Let me look a little bit through. We're really just gonna give Jokic 37 minutes, 30 to everybody else in the starting five, and then after that, Cam Thomas 28 off the bench, Derek Queen getting 20 because you know he's been around for a while, so he gets seniority over everybody else, and then Jalen Tyson, Maluak, and Igor Demine at 13, 12, and 10 minutes. After that, obviously no one else. This is a nice part about this is that we don't have anybody else that really should be playing right now. So, and I low-key forgot about this all throughout the off-season of insanity. I mean, the off-season of insanity, that we really weren't that good conference-wise this past year, but now we definitely should be. We are 26-4 currently. Maxi's leading the team in scoring with Jokic at second, averaging 18, 11, and 9. He also didn't have to move far to get here. At least it's probably pretty far since it's like middle America and everything's 17 hours away from each other. I don't know. I could be wrong though. Never been over there. Seems like everyone's contributing a lot to the team. If anything, Dyson's only at 0.7 wins added, but we know how he rolls. It doesn't really matter. He's playing his defense, bringing what he needs to bring. We're the third best offense and the first by far. Oh my goodness. Best defense by 6 points over the 76ers. What the hell? The Sixers are the second best team. I mean, Keontae George averaging 18 and 7. Good for him. I mean, that's what you would about expect though in this many minutes, but Tyron Stokes being there, Markkanen, I guess, with a full season. Caleb, hey man, they signed Tari Eason. They somehow ended up with Cam Johnson. Respect. I can't even, that's crazy. Maybe it's a full season without Joel Embiid that's helping him too. I don't know, but we can't be envious because we are 30-4. We are 46-5 at the deadline. Oh, Tyrese Maxey's ready to extend his contract. Yeah, take the city. And here's the stats. Everything is going perfectly. Jokic is second in MVP race. Shout out to Dylan Harper. Shout out to Filipowski. He's fourth in the sixth man of the year race. And expectedly, Keontae George is in the MIP race. Shout out to him as well. And Filipowski. Damn, you know, we just too nice over here. So, you know, y'all got to kind of go somewhere else to really thrive. Victor wins MVP. This dude wins Rookie of the Year. Tyler Hero, Sixth Man of the Year. Reed Shepard, Most Improved. Anthony Edwards, Clutch Player. And Michael Stauffer, 71 and 11. We probably did more than enough to be the favorites. Jokic makes the second team. That's how you know this team is good, when Jokic doesn't even have to make the first team. He's just kind of chilling. Dyson and Jokic make the defensive second team. Noticed that in that Nuggets video recently, that Jokic always makes the defensive teams. Never really noticed it. First round against the Pelicans. Shout out to Najee Marshall. He went back. We are going to win in 4 games. Second round against the Timberwolves. Playing them again. Great team. They also have Kyrie now. Fun team to play last year. We're going to win in 4. And the conference finals against the San Antonio Spurs. Now, obviously, Jokic is guarding Victor. That is hellish, but hopefully everything else, you know, evens itself out. We're going to simcast this one from the jump because this can be insane. And we're going to win game 1 by 15 points. Cam Thomas with 34 off the bench on 14 free throws as well. And 27, 11, and 10 from Jokic. Who would have thought, Utah? Who would have thought? Not me. Game 2, we are going to win by 12 points. 25 from Thomas, 21 from Queen. All right, next game, I think, yeah, we're at the line. 55 seconds to go. We hit both. Wanted to see a little bit of this matchup, and well, it actually looks like Jokic is, no, he's in the game. He's guarding the 4. And Kaman Maluak, I think that is, or either him. No, that's Queen. Yeah, that's Queen. It's not tall enough. And pull to the rim. He pump fakes it. I honestly thought it was gonna be Kaman just because Queen is listed as a, maybe Victor's at the 4. That's what it is. Okay. Anyways, Vassell, the screen. He's gonna get to his pull up probably. He's gonna pull it up. That is off. Rebound by Daniels. Daniels trying to run really quickly up the other way. He's gonna spin and fade away for a 3. Dyson Daniels, crackhead. I don't know, but it was kind of interesting though. There goes that 3-point tendency from him. Shout out to Jordan Poole starting at point guard for the Spurs. Pass into Poole will foul him. Let's see if he makes both. Hits the first and hits the second. Maxey, the screen. I don't really know what we're doing right now. There you go. Bailey. He's gonna go to a go-to shot and a deep midi. Never mind. He passed it over. That 3 is good from way downtown by, that's the Bonsta. He had the KD jump shot on too. And are they gonna get the ball in? They will to Poole. They'll foul Victor though. We actually still have a bit of a shot. 5 seconds to go, but no timeouts. Will it be a full court shot? Will they get the ball up quick enough? Wait, it's a free throw miss. Jokic, will he pass the ball up anytime now? No, he's gonna pull that half court shot, and it was close. Spurs will take a game. This imbecile, one of the greatest passes of all time, can't pass the damn ball. 4 for 13. Pretty defensive game considering how good both these teams are at offense. Granted, they're also good at defense too. We just hit a shot and they have the ball with 33 seconds to go, up by 1, I'm going to jump in for this one as well, because they could tie it up 2-2, or we can get the stop here and maybe get a bucket. And you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Maxi's not going to foul. Jokic is on Victor right now. And obviously we can't put none of our fours on him because, well, yeah, anyways. Poole's going to pull up the fall away midi, and that is good. Our last timeout is used. Bailey's going to pass the ball and it'll be to Dyson. Dyson to Maxi. Loki had a lot of room there for half a second. Pass back to Maxi. Maxi will get to the rim and get stolen by Poole. What a blunder of an end game here. And we lose by 5. All right, well, just like that, it's a 2-2 series and we are beating the absolute hell out of them in this next one. It is going to end up being a 17-point win in the end. They outscored us in the 4th. Daniels with 24, Jokic with a 22-point triple-double, and one more game to go for a finals berth. Can we do it? We are going to do it. Your Utah Jazz are going to the finals. We did just beat the defending champions. 30 from Maxi, 27 and 10 boards from Dyson. Hey, I'm very happy to have stuck it out with him because he's also stepped it up, and it feels like both playoffs so far for sure. Playing about the exact same amount of minutes too, so it's not, damn, he shoots 55 from the free throw line. What the hell? Anyways, Jokic wins the conference MVP, unsurprisingly, and Dylan Harper wins it in the East. So we are going to play another player drafted in that one faithful year. And what the hell, Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson back together again. Benedict Mathurin, Tyrese Proctor, and Dylan Harper. They've also got another former Knick, Bobby Portis, off the bench, and Austin Reeves, who always falls off a lot too early in 2K. I doubt this would be the case in real life. He'd have to get some sort of crazy injury, but injuries are off. So also, I will say, just the overall progression of the league has been way more realistic and just overall better with these draft classes for sure. I rock with these early ones because we're literally playing against a team led by one of the young rookies, but he's not like a 95. And even if he was, we can't have the entire class being a 95. But with that being said, we were only up by 3 in this game. I don't know who has the ball. Nothing has happened in a while. They just got the board. Screw it. Let's just see. They didn't do nothing. Portis 3-point shot missed. Damn. They actually did take the 3 as well. DeBonsta with 25 points in the win in game 1. Game 2, another win by 14 points. It's an overall outing from everybody. Game 3, another one, just another one. And game 4, this always happens where I give like the calming introduction, like end game like that, you know, and then we lose probably, right? Yeah, we lost by 6. Had to get 1. It's only right. Maybe they get 2. Who knows? Nope. Your Utah Jazz are the 2028 NBA. Oh, look, this is the first time we're seeing the court, I think. Let me get that. Hey, Jokic, pull up. Wait, who else we got out here? Matter of fact, give me my guy Queen. Queen, pull up. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that. DeBonsta, corner. 3 with the Durant shot. He bricked it. Damn. I have timing off, so you can't blame it on me. And pull up. That's off. Just run it. Run it up. Queen. One more. DeBonsta from way downtown for the 3. It's off. And we have won the NBA championship. 2028. I guess what? 2 full years of reboot? Well, no, 3. 3 because we I didn't really get. I mean, I guess what? 3 off seasons, 3 actual seasons. Yeah. Sorry, Mitchell Robinson. You didn't deserve to win in a Nets jersey, anyways. What was that? Oh, that's Kyan sitting at the end of the bench in a damn suit. That's funny. Cam Thomas. You deserve to hoist it. Cam Thomas, you low-key single-handedly gave us the hope to be able to do this quickly. I gotta respect that. Not single-handedly, but you know what I mean. He was leading the entire scoring surge for this team. Him and Ace Bailey reveling in this win right now. Damn, they didn't show who won the finals MVP. That's fine. I mean, we know who it is. Maxi with 20, Bailey with 19, 6 and 3. Matter of fact, damn, Thomas was 2 for 12 in this game. You know what though? Rest easy. Who cares? You did well enough. Nikola Jokic, just 15, 11, and 10 a game to win the finals MVP. That's all we needed. Playoff stats, Maxi with 20 a game, Cam Thomas with 18, DeBonsta with 18, 6 and 5. And it's funny too, because it really is role oriented, because Maxi and Thomas really don't do anything else except for maybe a few steals from Maxi, but they don't pass the ball. They don't really rebound the ball. They just go out there and we say, shoot the damn rock. And Thomas is the 6th man as well. Jokic with the 17, 11, and 10. Bailey with the 15 and 6, 14, 6 and 5 from Daniels, 11, 5 and 3 from Queen, and Jalen Tyson with the 7, Maluak with 6, and Igor Demine with 5 off the bench. So that is your Utah Jazz championship. I'm gonna end it off there. I'm satisfied. And I've also been, I don't know how I managed recording these for 4 hours every single time, but it's 8 a.m. So I'll see you. It's been real. It's been fun, but ain't been real fun. Shout out to Shelvin Mac. Subscribe to the channel if you feel like it. Like the video. I don't know, all that weird stuff. Subscribe to the channel so you'll see these videos and you're recommended for the next 8 years while I continue doing this until the end of time. You ever thought of how all your favorite YouTubers are going to be like 60 years old one day? All right, I'll see you around. Good.